Hey, yo, Dre, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Let's go get him.
Just playing the game, we don't make the rules. We keep it real round here, we don't make the rules. Hot takes every day, we don't make the rules. When you do what it takes,
you can never lose.
Just playing the game, we don't make the rules. We keep it real round here, we don't make the rules. Hot takes every day, we don't make the rules. When you do what it takes, you can never lose. Coming live from the 323. Hiya. That's my dog Big B. It's Mr. BB coming live every week. And Dre always got the quick hit.
All right, man. We back with another episode of the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's, store number 4904. Be sure to spice up your order with the newest flavor of wings. New hot lemon pepper wings are now here, and they're perfect for your next order. All right, be sure to use PJ Rules, online code PJ Rules for a 30% discount code, only valid on regular menu price items and exclusive at location 6520 Crenshaw Boulevard, located in Los Angeles, California. Okay, be sure to order through the Papa John's app or at papajohns.com, and be sure to follow them on Instagram at papajohns4904 for any other deals they may have going on throughout the week. All right. Also, shout out to our other sponsor, those good people at ABC Financial Group. All right, get back to running your business and not just managing it. They offer accounting, business services, consulting, corporate tax, and tax services. Okay, so be sure to contact them for a consultation on the web at ABC Financial Group spelled GRP.com, or be sure to give them a call at 678-745-5501. All right, once again, so We Don't Make the Rules podcast, episode number 134. Man, we here. I'm your host, Felix, aka Mr. BB. That's me. This week, BB stands for Brackets Busted, baby. It's March Madness, as you can all know. Of course, I got my guys with me, man. Big Draco in the building. How you doing, bro?
And I'm happy to be here. Blessed to be here in the flesh.
Absolutely. And, of course, our friendly neighborhood Beaver in the building. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm solid. You know, Purdue tricked it off as I thought they would. That's why my bracket was called Struggle Bus, because I wasn't trying to make it to the finish. I was just struggling just to get in this bitch. You know what I mean?
Right. And shout out to those people that's watching on YouTube. Shout out to the people that are listening on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, all that good stuff. But if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and click the little notification bell so you know when we're going live. But that also means that you can see we have a special guest in the building today, man. You may have seen him on Instagram, one of his skits. Very funny person. We got Kyron in the building, man. What's good, bro?
What's up? Thank you for having me, man.
We're glad to be here, bro. We're glad to have you.
Hey, dap you up. I'm gonna dap you up in spirit.
That's what you just do the point, right?
Right.
My dog right there. I see you.
So how long you been in LA for?
In August, it's gonna be 2 years.
2 years. Wow. So how's the city been treating you so far?
It's been treating me like how it's supposed to, like I ain't shit.
Hey, they do say LA is the place where,
Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I first got out here, I'm like, oh, this is LA.
Mhm.
Nah, oh, this is LA. You feel me?
like, damn, I forgot it's LA.
Yeah, when you live here, it take away that allure.
Yeah, like this, like I thought it was this, but it's really that. So I'm like, I ain't none of them.
Right.
So I gotta just be me.
Hey, that's a great I guess quote. Like, you got to realize that you can only be you. Like, you can't be nobody else. But how'd you get started in comedy?
Really, like I've been funny looking all my life.
Hey, that's a New Orleans shit, man.
Yeah, that shit hard. That's that.
Listening to the song.
Hey, hold on.
That's the list. You put like that shit.
Okay, we here. We in
Hey,
your,
man.
your space.
Hey, bro, we in New Orleans as we speak.
We there.
Facts.
Well, what? Yeah.
But yeah, how'd you get into comedy?
So, like I said, I was funny looking all my life. So, everybody would always talk about me, and being from New Orleans, and I ain't gonna lie, like to me, half of my family members and friends, they're like funnier than me. And when you coming from down south, you get not bullied, but you get talked about 24/7. And if you're not gonna respond, then you just a bitch.
Right. You just gonna let everybody roast you all day? Like
so shit. I just got better and better. Facts. So shit. I got better and better with time. And one day I just realized, like, my mom passed like about 3 years later. I'm like, damn, I should do something that's gonna that's gonna fill in that little empty spot.
Right.
I'm
That
like,
void.
shit, yeah, somehow I just do comedy because I just love making people laugh.
Got you.
And I just kept doing it.
And how'd that bring you to LA?
Well, I started in December of 2019,
Mhm.
and by like mid 2020, almost like at the beginning of 2021, I was getting like the attention of like the big name comics and people that do skits in New Orleans. And I'm like, if I did this in like a year or two, shit, I can go in LA and
Imagine what could happen. Got you.
Right.
Okay. What kind of comedy do you do stand up or just the skits?
I do stand up too and skits, but see, I'm like right now I'm learning how to I don't want to label myself as a comedian because that's one lane.
Got you.
So I'm gonna say I'm a entertainer / asshole.
Yeah, got you. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about stopping at any point where it was just like it got too much?
A bunch of times. I ain't gonna lie. Damn near almost every day. Cause shit, when you're alone, that's when you really get in your thoughts.
Right.
You start thinking about shit like good shit and bad shit, and you're like, damn. And then, dog, I just get on my phone or I just start thinking about other people. I'm like, they gonna need that laugh way more than me. So get your bitch ass up.
Facts. All right, man. This is the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's. We got Kyron in the building, entertainer. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on comedy right now as a whole? You know what I'm saying? Everybody a little sensitive. They don't want comedians to say certain things.
I'm gonna be honest. Comedy as a whole is like getting bigger than what it was because of the social media. But people so soft nowadays. They want to censor and monetize everything you do. Like for instance, think of who is that? Rick Fox. No, not Rick Fox. Basketball. What the fuck I'm talking about? Red Fox. Red Fox and
Right.
What his name?
Richard
is?
Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Got you.
Them up in this day and age, they wouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
They wouldn't be the GOATs if they was doing that shit now because the shit's so monetized. You gotta be a different type of like a Martin Lawrence. If he would have started up in this generation, I say he would have lasted.
Got you.
Because he was switching up characters, and that's what people want to see. Like it's sad to say, people that like men that portray women, they get on more, and
Gotcha.
women just get on more because they fucking beautiful creatures that we can't stand.
Got you. No, I get what you're saying. It's, the versatility is very important nowadays, right?
Facts.
Got you. Have you ever had somebody tell you like, "Hey, man, you can't say that"? Like, can you just give us a story or a skit that didn't go the way it was supposed
Hey,
to?
real quick, before we get into that story, somebody said, so basically you transgender.
Who the fuck said that? I know all you sons of bitches. Bitches and sons.
I know y'all in the chat.
Hey, yeah, man, if you can jump in the chat, say something.
Don't say nothing.
Shout out.
Good job, fella. But
Don't listen to him.
This the one.
So, yeah, can you tell us a story about a skit where, you know what I'm saying, people was a little too sensitive and tried to censor your content?
So basically one day, well, I ain't gonna say, well, yeah, it's on social media and it's on that shit funny. I keep thinking about it. and when I was on stage, like I forgot what they said, but I said something and everybody in the crowd was like, "Oh my God, you can't say that!" And me being me, and I'm just sarcastic. So I'm like, "Grow the fuck up! Like this is life." And they were just laughing because I'm already up there being a comedian. So I'm just being serious, but I'm still fucking around with it. So I didn't really take that serious because everybody got an opinion, everybody got something to say, and you can't please everybody, and you can't make everybody feel a certain way about you. Like shit, they can have 100 people in the room, but all of them gonna have their different way of looking at you.
Yeah. So
I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I am who I am.
Got you. Have you ever had to deal with hecklers as when doing stand up?
Yeah, no, on some shit.
How'd you deal with them? And
honestly, by joining them, cause shit, Like this one time they had this older dude. He was telling me like because when he left off stage, he had the mic higher than me, and he like 6'3", and I'm like 6'1" with like
really?
with Queens on.
That's a perfect comment for. I was at the show. He lied.
July.
So I'm really like 5'9" and a half. You can't forget the half.
Got you.
5'9"
That's
and a
important.
half. Yeah,
that's important.
Facts, you know that. So
because Beav always tell me he's 6'4" $3/4. Beav love that.
You already in your sixes, bro.
Hey, bro.
Fuck with that shit.
I'm allowed way to the bank. You know what I mean?
Real talk. So the mic like up here, and I'm right here, and I'm like, say, bro, so you just gonna leave the mic? Then he started talking about me. Yeah, you short, this and that, and he was making jokes about it. And I'm like, you know what, bitch, you right, I am short. And then I just want to talk about his head and just
flip the whole
jokes went on him. And they were like, oh my God.
Got you. So could you tell us about this infamous story of when you got to LA and you were shooting a skit in the alley somewhere? What can you tell us this? What happened
in the alley?
The one where you got banged on.
I know, bro. Fuck, let me.
I got the perfect instrumental for you too.
Who that?
Snoop lay low.
Right.
You know what?
West Coast stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink some so I can forget.
Hey, we got some comments in the chat.
Boy, they be joking. Let me hear him before I get into this story.
They say he stutter when he not lying, y'all.
All right, I'm paying attention to that.
He not lying.
I hate people.
They love you though.
Oh, you like boys too. They clouded in the chat.
Wait, somebody changed their name to Kyron's gay lover.
Wait, no. Hey, is that what we can censor the comments? And we like,
they going crazy in the comments.
Kick that person out.
Hey, yo.
You ain't gotta kick him out, but you gotta get him the fuck out of there.
Like, LeBron, come to the sideline. Point him out. We're gonna get him out of there.
Hey, here go a comment too before we get to that story.
We tried to act like he ain't remember the alley story. He tell everybody the same story.
I'm trying to like get into the next topic because this shit's stupid. Nah, let me stop. So basically, me and one of the comedians from New Orleans, he like top 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he did like projects with like Boosie and stuff like that. His name Mario P. So he came out here. We was doing like a promo video for somebody you know. Then we were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do some skits on our own too. So we just went in the back in the alley to act like we found edibles out here up in LA because the box had like buku edibles in them. And while we in the middle of the skit, they got a Tesla riding down the alley slow as a motherfucker. and I'm seeing it. I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. So he riding up slow. As soon as he get in front of us, you know me, I make eye contact with him first. As a man, you gotta make eye contact with him. But I seen his hand move in his lap. And he had, it was.
He had that thing on him.
Yeah, he had that motherfucker on him. He was strapped. No dyke. So as soon as I was looking at him for like 1 second. Now I'm like, oh, yeah, bro, we from New Orleans. Like, I just changed the whole subject because like he stopped in the Tesla. This nigga look like Chris Brown pulling up in the Tesla. Asking us, yeah, homie, we all from. If you don't go break down, this nigga pull up on us acting with. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I been Mario. He was so in shock. He was on some shit like his face was like, bitch, don't play with me. But he was like, man, New Orleans. Like he felt played. Like, bitch, don't play with me. But me,
make light of the situation.
I live out here, so I gotta live. You hear that? I gotta live.
I might see you again.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm from New Orleans. You're like, I didn't put on the whole demeanor. Yeah, you heard me, man. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a comedian. I ain't even funny for real, but yeah, come check me out. And then the older dude who we did the skits for, this nigga like, yeah, bro, we got a store in the front. Yeah, man, you come eat. You don't come in. You don't bring no gang banger to come eat with you. I know that. What the fuck?
He trying to be nice, trying to show some. He trying to get some business.
Yeah, now you gonna give away free food.
Right, right.
He know he got that thing.
He was
on
just
him.
scared. That's
I
it.
know he got that thing on him.
Yeah, we seen that bitch.
You ain't gonna make him pay for food.
Right now you gotta get taxed.
You had to play an instrumental for that shit, bro. I shit just dawned up. I'm like, ooh, I almost got my ass whooped.
I had to get you in the mood, man. I had to get you in the mood.
Hey,
All right, B. So you had
How recent was that?
facts.
That was recent.
Nah, that was like around this time last year. That's crazy.
Oh shit. This is still fairly recent.
Oh yeah.
That was a year. So that mean this shit coming up again.
Hey, you blessed.
Nah, damn, bitch, my gangbanging anniversary coming up. Bang.
All right. So do you do acting and stuff now? Or are you trying to get into that?
So I'm actually trying to get into that, like, because now that I'm out here and I'm stable and I have like a foundation,
Mhm.
like, so I'm like, okay, I can really focus on this now. Because at first when I got out here, bitch, I was homeless.
Gotcha.
Well, not homeless because everybody gonna use that homeless story. I had a little something, but it wasn't enough for me to fucking move around. Because I realized when you come in LA, you gotta have money to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's real. Like,
Stepping outside costs $100.
Yes.
yeah, cost of living in LA is not cheap. What you say, B?
T came in the chat. Harper, who is this man? And then the names is going crazy.
Oh, I know. You ain't even gotta read them to me. Just FaceTime me.
Kyron's Boy Toy 99. Hey, y'all, it's the We Don't Make Rules podcast.
People love you.
Right, it's the We Don't Make Rules
No,
podcast.
fuck, they don't.
Brought to you
They
by
hate
Papa
me.
John's. We got Kyron in the building, man. Special guest.
Hey, you said don't call him a comedian, man. He
Entertainer, sorry.
entertainer
Appreciate
slash
Right.
entertainer slash man of the year.
Asshole.
So,
Yeah.
B, you had a question about like some of the skits that he be doing, though. Did you still want to ask
Hell
that?
yeah. Hey, it's a skit with some big booty holes in there. How we get to that skit? How do we get our way over to that skit?
Where my phone ringing? Hello? Talk to me now.
Boy, the amount of cheekage that took up my camera phone. I said,
Yeah, that was boneless filet chickens.
Boneless filet chicken.
That's a number 2, 3, and 7 at Chick-fil-A.
listen, hey, that's not.
Hello.
Hey, you know Beef know the menu,
Hey,
too.
listen, that was Popeye's deep fried turkey.
The deep fry.
Not the turkey leg hut.
Let me get the camera on me.
So like basically, the comedian from New Orleans. I also know him. He go by Nick Paddywhack. Everybody should know him. He's
Yeah, baby.
He's a hell of a yeah, damn baby, what you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
We can say we grew up on him now.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like,
You
he
for
been,
real?
he been
That
like,
nigga old.
yes, like
Hey.
we old.
No,
somebody
nigga,
trying to pull up on my boy's feelings. Right?
He said, "No, nigga, you."
So
Hey, Kyron, what's your boy's name? I fancy the one with the glasses. If you don't, oh my goodness.
I'm telling you,
Hello.
they're not just jokes me. They're gonna joke you.
Fancy.
I'm fancy.
fancy.
I tickle the fancy.
Hold on, let's zoom in on real quick for y'all one time. There you go.
Take a sip of
Oh, look
Pinky
at
up.
the baby.
Y'all funny as hell.
Talk about they love me, they love you.
No, we here for you though. It's not about me.
Yeah. So which was the big booty women.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
then, like I was saying with Nick, he
Oh, yellow shirt. I'm sorry.
these
I ain't got no close up.
These niggas got no picks and chooses. Y'all just don't care. Y'all freaks.
Hey, I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Hey, yellow shirt.
And then I got an idea of who doing that. And they probably like, hey, yellow shirt.
Playing with people.
That's hilarious.
That
You're
shit
playing
funny. Man, I bet y'all know that boy got a nose ring. You know that?
I ain't got no close up to
I'm
that.
Yeah.
finna play Freaker Link in a minute.
Oh Lord, look at him. The fucking porn director shoot him in the back.
Right.
So, like,
So you pulled up on Nick.
Yeah, so Nick, he was telling me that he had some skits that he wanted to do and he wanted to see if I was down to come do them. And I was like, yeah. And And as soon as I got there, he was like, "Oh yeah, we got some OnlyFans models."
Gotcha.
I knew that boy was a freak.
OnlyFans and models.
Hey,
That shit don't go together.
It don't.
To me, to y'all, I don't have that. OnlyFans models. Who you modeling for? But anyways, so I'm like, yeah, damn. And he was like, yeah, but they BBW models. I'm like,
That's the best.
okay, let's do it.
That's his type, man.
It is.
Yeah, I knew that. Hey,
Sometimes.
hey, from watching him, like start with his whole little thing, I knew he was in love with BBWs for
No,
sure.
they're in love with me.
Yeah.
I got love for them. They love me.
Hey, we don't discriminate on this show.
Not at all.
Facts.
But if Kit Kat a midget, I'll break her off.
Hello. Hold on. Hold on. One more time to close up. One more time. Say it one more time with the close up.
I don't discriminate on not at all. If Kit Kat a midget, I'll break her off.
Hello.
I'm not having Miley Cyrus. I'm in LA. You know I ain't got no fucking dollars. But yeah, like I was saying, so yeah.
So that's how you met him, and then you came up with some skits.
And then he was like he kept asking, do anybody else have any more skits that he want to do while we got everybody here? And I'm like, yeah. So they was down to do a few of mine, and I was doing theirs. But when they first came in the door, I'm like, well, they really BBWs.
The one that I thought was hilarious, that skit that you ended up doing, I guess I hope it was that day, or I think it was that day, was they was doing like Truth or Dare, ladies' night.
Yeah, that was that day. That was that day.
And boy came in the room like, I dare you, let me put it in. I dare you.
Yeah, like come on, I'm trying to dare. But it's crazy because all of them is taller than me, and back home it's like
that ain't hard to do.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to jump, do all type of shit. I gotta climb trees.
You ain't gotta do shit. You just lay down.
That's why they like you when he's coming. Because you know what to do when you're not supposed to do it.
Right.
Shit. Yellow shirt.
So how do you come up with some of your skits? Like, is there a process, or is it just hit you sometimes?
It just hit me. Like, it just like I'll just be in the moment, just be thinking about this shit. And then the shit hit me, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it. I could do that. And if I can't do it right then and now, I just put it in my notes and just and just go in it later. Or like it can be something relatable. Like I could just be chilling with my partners. Like for instance, they had this one chick, she was on stage, she was doing like a poet. Like the poetry stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as she saying her words and stuff, I'm thinking of a whole skit. And because she was serious, like she was dead ass serious with the shit. And I'm like, I got a fire skit for that. Fire. Like, I'm just going in my head, like I could be ordering some food at McDonald's and they could fuck my order up, but I ain't tripping. But she getting all motherfucking political and shit, talking about the hot and spicy, not really hot, but it's spicy. Like, bitch, what?
Right.
You know, like that's funny.
Got you. All right, man. So We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's, man. We're here with entertainer Kyron in the building, man. We appreciate you for being here. We're gonna get into our little like rapid fire type questions. All right, you ready? What?
I see a comment. Why that one's fucking stuck out? He said, "Put on Drake at 21."
Oh, and he gonna twerk for you?
Who gonna twerk? 21.
He said you.
Kyron's born.
Put that on.
They said you. I don't know if it's you.
I'll put that on.
Hey, 21. Can you do something for me?
No.
You sassy motherfucker.
Sorry.
Real sassy.
Y'all know.
What you was saying?
Rapid fire questions. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be stuttering though, so it ain't gonna be rapping for me.
That's fine. As fast as possible. That's all.
Okay.
That's all that means.
That's how you know he ain't lying.
Right. Top 5 comedians.
Ooh. Top 5 comedian.
Yeah, your top 5.
Overtime. All right. And this not in any order.
No order.
I'm gonna say Eddie Murphy, Cat Williams, Richard Pryor, Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to go with what the motherfucking name is? Not man. Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Is that him? That'd be,
They don't bring him up often.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is underrated for
Yeah.
nothing. He's stupid.
Yeah, they say he did a show where he was talking about how he got blackmailed or like blackballed from the industry because
Oh, he did.
wasn't allowing like some sexual harassment stuff going on or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy. All right, your sports Mount Rushmore. So your top 4 sports figures. If you was telling the history of sports, you got to talk about these 4 people.
Yeah, if I was telling the history of sports.
Right. Who are your top 4 athletes of all time?
Number 1, I'm have to go with my mama because she whooped my ass every chance she got. She athletic with that belt. I'm 10 feet away. The bitch still hit me. I'm like, yeah, but nah, let me do that. That was awesome. But nah, you said top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go with shit. Oh, what his name is? LaDainian Thomason. I gotta go with him.
LT, bolt up, Chargers.
Gotta go with him. Gotta go with Luke Kuechly, LeBron
Superman.
James, and he's a freak. Like I don't care. Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
He's just so.
Hey, one more time. Show the people how you do it.
Nice. All right. Who's the most famous person in your contacts?
In my contacts, as in like social media or my phone.
Your phone. Like
Most famous?
You can call. Yeah. You don't have to call them right now, but I'm just saying, like, you have their phone number, a direct line.
I got their phone, nigga. Apple. The fuck?
That's a good one.
But nah, shit. What the fuck? Who the fuck? So you said the most popular or famous?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I don't know if y'all know him, but his name is Rob Kazi.
You're right. Where's he from?
New Orleans. He's on a come up. He got a few movies, few
Okay.
shows. Like he did stuff with Jesse Banks, with Boosie, with Dave Chappelle. Like he.
All right, you gonna have to put me on then after this.
Nah,
for sure.
YouTube put you on Google.
Hey, we gonna go through all the New Orleans pop line. I need Boosie on this show.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You gotta let the little boy be a little boy, man.
Put your pussy lips on line. I'll give you $1,000.
Lips on lies, I'll give you no fucking dollars.
All right, would you rather be able to dunk or hit a home run?
Let me see. Fuck. That's stupid if you ask me. Hold up.
I feel like you
See, I was stuttering just now, and they caught that shit. How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Nigga, I'm 5'9.5". I want dunk. I can do this anytime. I want dunk.
It's hard to hit a baseball though.
Put nuts on the nigga head.
Yeah. As a 5'9" dude, yeah, it is more impressive when shorter dudes dunk.
5'9.5".
5'9.5". It is more impressive when dunking. All right. All right. Same night, you get invited. Same night, same city. You get invited to a Hugh Hefner party or an Uncle Luke party. Which one are you going to and why? Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew.
Oh,
Yeah, Mr. You know.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner.
You going to Hugh Hefner party?
Yes,
Why is that?
because Uncle Luke have different like varieties. He can get them all. But see, Hugh Hefner, Playboy, he been doing this shit since the early 1920s.
You got the numbers.
And he got all snow bunnies. And that means they gonna slut you out. Even if you don't like it. They gonna lick your gooch. Do anybody know what gooch is? Your
I
gooch?
do. I do.
You are aware.
Yes.
You that's why they like you in the comments. Ladies, don't fuck with that.
All right. 2 more. What happened, B?
Tell him grab the ankles.
Oh shit.
My God.
Hey, put you in the Boston market
They be like
like a rotisserie chicken.
You spinning around that bitch.
Not a rotisserie.
All right. What's the worst advice you've ever gotten?
So I was driving trucks before, and like this one, he was like white mixed with Mexican. Not to be racist, I don't know how to do that different
Gotcha.
word and shit.
Gotcha.
Like that to see whatever that shit is, I don't know. So you can't blame me for being stupid. So he would like mix with like that and shit like that. And he was telling me like, yeah, it's not like you could become a millionaire off of driving trucks. And I'm thinking like, but the dude who we both work for, name is on this bitch, and he a billionaire, so I can't make money off this shit. And then I was thinking, I'm like, man, this shit making me fucking miserable anyway. Like, I don't like it. Like, this shit is depressing. So I'm like, let me go ahead and drive trucks. I said drive trucks. Let me go ahead and be a comedian. And I know I can make a nice little on him.
Got you.
So
okay.
What he talking about?
Appreciate it.
Nigga say I can't make it.
That's a hand clap, B. Yeah.
You thought I wasn't gonna do it? God damn, you watching me. Watching me, watch you.
And what's some advice you would give to upcoming creators or entertainers?
Advice? Do it like gotta be positive?
No. Be whatever advice you want.
Look in the camera while you telling me.
Right.
Oh, the phone froze. My bad. But nah, the advice that I would give you guys is that on the days that you don't feel like doing it, that's the days that you're gonna get like. That's the day that something really will happen, and like just keep going. Don't stop, no matter what. Like. Fuck with people talking about like, oh, like everybody gonna judge you regardless because you're a comedian or whatever you want to be, a stripper or whatever. People gonna judge you. People always got something negative to say. Like the battery, nothing would like a phone, a remote, nothing will work without a battery. And the battery got positive and negative, so they need that both to charge them up. So no matter what, keep going.
That's real.
Fuck it.
Appreciate that. All right, so that's. Shout out to everybody that's listening. T says she's trying to get folded like a pretzel.
Who?
T.
Who's
Tiara.
T?
Tiara, she's one of our long-standing supporters. We appreciate you. We love you, girl.
He said
She didn't say by who. She just put a bunch of pretzel emojis
So
on.
you said,
hey, look at her.
Like,
wait. So you said she's a long-standing
supporter. Yes.
So she stand up all fucking day.
Technically, yeah. In her line of profession, she do stand up a lot. She do hair. So yeah, she stand up a lot.
What? Girl, shut the fuck up.
All right, man. So moving on to, I guess, the regular part of the show. The NCAA tournament is going on right now as we speak. And Beeves' bracket is already done, man.
My shit busted like a pipe on
His
Figueroa.
shit ain't make it to the weekend.
They said,
get the fuck out.
What's the name of that street again?
Fig?
For the people that's from New Orleans, that's not from LA, Figueroa is like Chef Mentor Highway.
Hey!
You walking on that bitch.
Chef Mentor.
You might catch me. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
What you doing over here? Mind your business.
I'm on the fast model.
Oh my God, nigga, fight the Lord, hey! Yes, sir! We going worldwide, baby. Big on us.
Yeah, got this man started.
Hey!
The mayor is back.
Hey, that's what they said to Beeves' bracket.
Get the fuck out.
Got him up out of there.
Hey, he even made it to the weekend.
So
Right. Number one seed didn't make it past day one.
Dead on arrival.
Who was number one seed?
I had Purdue.
Yeah, he had
They're number one?
Yeah, that was number one.
It's four different number ones.
They got beat by some niggas with a high school gym.
By Fair Dick
But that's
University.
stupid to even have them on your list because Purdue sound like
Purdue.
where is Purdue? I can't even say the shit.
We went through this last week. Beav has some questionable judgment as to why he picks the teams that he picks. He said he do a lot of research.
So that's what I do. I do a lot of research, right?
Not enough, quite.
Right.
Listen, that's why I have a backup. Niggas think the first bracket is the ultimate one, but I have a backup. So I just do, this was called the struggle bus. So I picked struggle teams I thought was gonna make it. You know what I mean? So nobody had Purdue on their list. I had
You're right.
the 7-foot dude.
And it was a reason.
Give a fuck. And you know what I'm saying? But I don't see though Purdue stinks. And if I ever see any of them on the street, I need fades.
So look, I got a question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So when you pick Purdue, I ain't gonna say what was going on through your head. I'm just thinking like, did you hear anything about Purdue before you picked Purdue?
Hell yeah, Purdue was
They was a solid team.
No, I mean like from 4 years ago to forever, from here to forever back then. The only thing I know about Purdue is Drew fucking Brees.
Hold on. Pause. The chat got hot and spicy. Hold on. When Hut Jr. came with the fucking Steph Curry shot, look at this shit. This is the Steph Curry
He
shot
said,
right
T,
here.
I can definitely put you in the pretzel if needed.
And then T came back like this.
Who T?
Thank you for the generosity. With a bunch of LMFA, with a bunch of O's after that. LMFAO.
That means she DM'd him. Don't worry.
That's what that means.
She laughing like that in front of y'all.
A direct message.
But yeah, B, is anybody else? Did you make a bracket this time? This year? Do you ever do that?
I ain't gonna lie. The last time I was like heavy in like really paying attention to sports every day and doing stuff like that and doing FanDuel and all that was before I started doing comedy because I noticed I got to get more focused on myself.
Gotcha.
Because none of them dudes fucking know me.
Yeah.
And all the hard work I put in, and when I get to the top, and then they gonna know me, I'm gonna be like, the whole time I was talking about you, but you didn't even know. You fucking suck. I've been wanting to tell you this shit.
Been wanting to tell you. Got you. Dre, so your number one is still, your champion is still in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
You picked Houston.
Oh yeah.
Beeve, you picked Houston in another bracket,
That's a
right?
good
No, you
pick.
picked Alabama in
I
another
picked
bracket.
Bama.
That nigga picked
Right.
Purdue.
I picked Alabama.
On the bracket I saw.
Yeah.
He want Purdue, can't even tie a shoe.
So we still in it. It's interesting to see. Beeve, you brought up a conversation yesterday about why you feel these top teams are losing in the tournament this year.
Oh yeah.
Or over the last few years. It's been a
Hey,
trend.
put that song on.
I run the show.
How did we get here?
Hey, you want to know why? Because as soon as the beat drop, I already know who the two bad bitches gonna start acting up.
Me and Yellow Shirt.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
Hold up. That is the beat. I need lyrics with it.
I got
Hey.
How them girls be? Just be looking back at it.
Just slanging.
21. Can you do
Y'all
something?
Hey, look.
That boy.
Where we at? 37. Hold on. Let me
Like it up.
Hey, nah, because the way them ticket prices going, they gonna have to do a little something.
Nah.
A little something. Nigga said 21, he do something for me. Can you do everything for me?
Can you do everything?
Bitch. He gonna need more than 21.
But yeah, B. So why do you think a lot of these top name blue blood schools are losing in the tournament this year
Oh, they losing
or over the last few years?
They losing over the last few years because I would say they don't give a fuck because it's like a fucking conveyor belt, right? One
Right.
year in, 1 year out, and then also too, just being a Power 5 school, money comes immediately, right? I sign to the school, I get NIL deals, I get all these type of deals. But for these smaller schools, this means upgrading, and I'm not knocking Under Armour in no type of form or fashion, right? But this means you upgrading from Under Armour to Nike. This is you from Adidas to Under Armour to Adidas. This is from your school gym going from holding no more than 2,000 to over 10,000. This is new floors. This is new everything. Every time they walk down the dance aisle, do this whole little bracket,
Right.
these smaller schools get more money. For example, you got, what was it, Furman? Furman has, I know.
Fairleigh Dickerson.
Fuck them.
Fairleigh Dickerson.
Fair Dick University.
Fair Dick University. Ain't nobody heard of
Dick.
everybody, and nobody heard of Fair Dick. And honestly and truly,
Is that a real school?
hell yeah.
That's,
Fair Dick.
that's the team that beat.
Y'all better have these females to, boy.
It's a small school in New Jersey, but that's a school that beat Purdue.
Fair Dick. Now they got a shed dick. I don't care dick. Now they want Grady Hand and Bear Dick.
Yeah, but like these smaller schools are trying to make a name for themselves because that's how the money rolls in. That's
Get you.
they might have like a local dentist shop sponsoring them, but now Raising Cane's like y'all done did something that nobody thought y'all could do. So look, just like LeBron said, here's another one.
It's a
right?
business.
It's a business.
It's a business, and I definitely I agree to an extent, but the other part of it I think that's getting lost is the coaching is completely different than what it was 20, 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these
Way
programs were
different.
defined by their coaches. You know, Coach K was there. What's his name? Bill Self, who's actually in the hospital right now. The dude from Syracuse, Ben Boeheim, just retired. Like they're all like getting phased out, or you know, the landscape of college sports has changed so much to where it's like they're taking some of the control that a lot of the coaches used to have, and now it's in the players, and they they're all basically professionals by the time they get to college. So there's no personalities.
And then also too, they bring up the transfer
Right.
portal. I view that too, but not to an extent. I just view that smaller teams are hungry because they don't get noticed, right? Like
this is their championship.
Facts. Like this is the difference between you getting sponsored by a local restaurant and Buffalo Wild Wings is permanently on your sponsorship from here on out.
Facts.
Damn.
Because when they get to the tournament, they ain't got no pressure.
Right.
They playing free. It's the big name schools that gotta like really like lock in because the pressure is on them.
Go ahead.
Shoes for?
Those are big shoes.
Because somebody in the comments said them bitches like a size 16. And I thought that, and I had to think, I'm like, this fucking shoe size said 13.
It's right in front of you.
So I'm an asshole for believing you.
But yeah, so like,
hey, I'm the shoe man on the block.
facts.
See that?
Just to wrap up this conversation, it's gonna be interesting to watch the tournament. Other thing about this, like the players and all that. Fuck, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh well.
Who did you have as your champion?
I picked Alabama. That's where I was going. So like, there's no players like the players that we do. Right? There's no star players that you really know outside of probably one, Brandon Miller, and we don't know him because of play basketball. We know him because of the tragic event that happened where the young lady was killed. So I feel like that's another thing where it's like, since it's a lot of one and dones, we don't get to know the players 2 and 3 years.
You don't build a relationship with them. Like the rookies in the NBA right now will be in the tournament.
Right, exactly. So
Hold on. You say we don't know Mr. Miller?
yes.
Yes, we do.
I know this song on, man. Why are
Yes,
we
we do.
talking?
I'm saying you didn't know about him until the situation happened.
We
That's
knew.
what I'm saying.
Let me back this song.
He knew.
I knew.
He didn't know. He
Leave
just
him alone,
saying that.
dude.
He didn't know nothing.
Right there. As soon as I heard that siren, I knew. I knew he was. As soon as I heard the police siren, woo! I say, yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that's a star in the making.
moving on to the chat, Tierra. Put some respect on my name. I'm boss. My bad. Yeah, she's a businesswoman, future millionaire. Absolutely.
She's using the nickname I call her. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Hey, T did a hair design this weekend. I had to hit her up and say, I like that hair design.
So she really do hair design?
I don't got, bro. She's really
Hey,
good.
she like put those shoes on somebody's head?
Retwist locks.
I don't know about that.
She a phenomenal braider, bro. I mean, get to the business. Like,
I need something braided.
If you do locks, let me know.
All right, moving on. All right, so Dre, you said you're gonna have a top 5. We had a discussion last week.
speculations about the top 5. We don't
We
know if it's
said-
a real top 5.
Right, we said Jalen Ramsey was not top 5 cornerback in the league.
He's not?
Dre said, I said he wasn't. I don't think he is. No,
You said he wasn't.
I said he's not.
I said he was because he back in Sassy.
And then Dre
That's
said
USA.
that he was, and then I said, well, we tried to go through the list. Dre said that he would bring his top 5 corners this week. So now here we go. Number 5, numero 5.
Man showing up early. Jalen Ramsey. Number 5. I told
damn.
you top 5.
Okay,
Top 5.
Jalen Ramsey, number 5.
Yes.
Why?
Second in passes defended.
Mhm.
And yes, his defense and everybody around him was sorry. Aaron Donald ain't play all season.
Bobby Wagner was right there.
What the
Bobby
fuck
Wagner,
he
all pro linebacker.
Bobby-
What you mean?
No. But who
did?
the
Last year he was an all-whole linebacker.
Nobody knows who anybody is on the Rams right now.
Exactly. But him, he was like, "Get me out of here."
But that's because he got he built the name before he got there.
Exactly. So when
But
he
over
got
the last
he
few
got
years-
there and won. And then, but the past 2 years is the result of what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They went all in for that championship. So now,
That's
now when they're trying to re-sign their players, Matthew Stafford get hurt. Their quarterback, their defense is playing more snaps because their
Gotcha.
offense isn't putting up points. Then you get those long.
He's
plays
still
over
good.
the
I
top.
just don't think he's top 5.
No, he's
But all right, number 4, numero 4.
Jair Alexander.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. I feel like that's kind of low, but all right.
Yeah, second team All Pro.
Number 4.
Yeah, we right here. That's my guy. And all you gotta
Go,
do is
Pack, go.
All you gotta do is go look at week 17 and what he did to that boy Justin Jefferson. One catch for 15 yards. That's all I gotta say. Y'all want to look at week 1? Let's look at week 17.
Let's look at week 18 too, where Jared Goff got
When the
off and they
shit
won the
counted.
game.
Hey, it was in the snow. We ain't worry about that.
It was in the snow. All right, number 3, numero 3.
Darius Slay.
Okay.
And I'm doing this because Darius Slay got James Bradbury on the All-Pro team.
Right. Nobody was throwing to his side.
Yeah.
They was all testing James Bradbury.
Yeah, he's the elder statesman of this list, but he
Gotcha.
made that defense. He was the heart and soul of that secondary.
Okay. Number 2, numero dos.
The young boys, PS2. Like y'all said,
I told you, Patrick should say
I had
it.
to go watch the tape.
Yeah.
I had to go watch the tape. That boy down there.
And his daddy from New Orleans.
Hey, turn up.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He went to my rivalry in high school. Edna Carr.
Did he turn up on y'all?
Fuck them.
That's all we need to know.
You need to know.
With a passion.
All right, and number 1, numero uno.
I mean,
Sauce.
that man Sauce.
Sauce who?
Well,
Sauce Gardner.
Gardner.
Yeah,
New
that
York
boy
Jets.
nice.
If you pull up to the draft with a bust down Sauce on your chain,
Right.
and then you go ball, and you don't like, he's the youngest one on this list, but he's the best, like 6 foot cover corner, 200 pounds.
Long arms.
Yeah, long arms, press coverage.
So they get top 5 off of last year or
Yeah,
just?
just this season.
Just the
last
season
year.
going forward.
Because
Yeah.
I was gonna say for the past 3 years, what the fuck is Marshawn Lattimore on this bitch?
Oh
John
yeah,
Lattimore.
New Orleans defense always has been good.
Always.
That offense been tricking him.
I don't even like them
They
motherfuckers.
tried to between Jameis and Taysom,
Right.
and they went to
You
go.
don't like the home team?
That's not my team.
Who your
And
team?
The Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
And
They making
Jesus
moves.
Christ.
I said okay. He said
No,
Jesus.
somebody said,
He said Jesus Christ.
who your own team?
He
Philly,
like Philly.
Philly, Philly,
And
Philly, 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 Philly,
Shut
Philly,
the fuck up.
Philly.
He took the headphones off.
but I kind of see what you did there. You got black and gold because you think I'm a Saints fan because I'm from there.
Nah. Come on, man. You know,
So,
I had to
I-
represent from the city.
Come on,
list.
man.
You respect that list, don't
Good list. I still probably would put Asante Samuel Jr. ahead of Ramsey, but hey, I'm just saying, really good.
He got this year.
Another Florida boy.
Come on, Junior.
All right, man. So you a Carolina Panthers fan. How did you feel about them trading up to number 1? What do you think they're gonna do with the
I ain't
pick?
gonna lie, I like it and I hate it at the same time
All the pressure on them to make a good pick.
because these motherfuckers ain't have this much pressure on them since they got Cam in the draft.
Right.
Cam was easy. That should.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that was easy.
nigga,
Right.
no,
That was
but-
easy.
But their O line wasn't really like the O line never been all that. Never. And they to me is kind of worth it if they make the right pick. But it's not
What you think is the right pick?
a fucking quarterback. Like
Which one?
anything on offense, but I would go with a quarterback.
Which one
That,
you
that
like?
boy from Florida.
Oh, you like Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, I like him too.
Even though they got the what is his name? Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young is up
Even
there.
though they got
CJ
him number
Stroud
1
is
and
up
all that,
there.
yeah, all of them, but he always be the underdog. And he's in the SEC,
Mhm.
and that dude is tough.
Yeah.
And he's like a Cam Newton, but not really
Right.
up there type shit. But
He gonna need
can get up there.
He gonna need some development for sure.
Yeah, he got a ceiling because his athleticism is crazy.
Pittsburgh in the bowl next year.
Yeah.
What bowl?
The toilet bowl. Fuck out of here.
Beef said, this y'all?
Toilets! 11
Who the fuck that was?
That was the
Toilet
owner. He was happy about them toilets. But all right, I still think CJ Stroud probably should be the best pick in that spot for the Panthers because of that. Huh?
What he playing?
He played quarterback, CJ Stroud.
Right,
but I'm telling you, that game against Georgia showed me a lot about him. Like, we already knew he could throw the ball, but him in that Georgia game showing how mobile he is and how he can get around and he can use his legs. I feel like that kind of catapulted him because he already got the size. He already has the polish of the arm. But boy, I can't argue with Anthony Richardson either. I saw him at the combine, man. 60 yards with a flick of the wrist. It's crazy. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Dre, moving on to quick hits. Aaron Rodgers finally said that he He's gonna play, and he wants to play for the Jets. How does this make you
Fuck,
feel?
I wish I'd have zoomed in right now.
The what?
The Jets.
What is that? The what?
The New York team, the other New York team.
We know they got the number one corner, like he said. He's amazing. Like
defense is crazy.
they got a lot of good players.
Offensive rookie of the year.
They just need a quarterback that ain't gonna
What?
Defensive
trick
rookie
you.
of the year.
They just need a quarterback that ain't gonna.
He
trick
should have just went all out and just went somewhere where he know he can win immediately.
That's what he thinks he's doing.
New Orleans.
But that ain't your team.
That ain't my team, but that's a good look for them because. Can I tell y'all why I am against the New Orleans Saints?
Go ahead.
Not because of the Saints,
Mhm.
because of the fucking fans.
Got you.
Because of the why you stopping when I said that?
Oh, the shit just stopped on his own.
Damn. You said fans.
So why you don't like the fans? What's wrong with the fans?
I want to play this though real quick.
Go ahead, do you, coach? So it's like because of the
It's for the Jets, baby.
Oh my god.
Listen,
you know I never been on a jet and I would never go now.
Turn this shit off, man.
I hope they beat the shit out of Philly.
Look at it. Hey, gang green. Hold on, he was telling us why you don't like the Saints.
I don't give a
Fans.
Because of the fans, because they do too much. Because when the Saints winning, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's my fucking team. We going like after every win, they always say we going to the Super Bowl." So as soon as them bitches lose, they fucking sad ass. I fucking knew it.
that's
Fucking
how I
Drew
like the
Brees
team.
old ass
That
arm.
sounds like regular fans.
No,
Hey, you don't want to
No.
be a Philly fan. Niggas getting cut at halftime.
but that's just so fake.
Fan bases are fickle.
Not me because
Hey,
I know the Panthers was gonna be sad.
It's
So I'm
a
like,
results
fuck it, I
driven
don't want
league.
fuss.
Yeah, you don't got no expectations, so you can go enjoy the game.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it. I ain't
I got
tripping.
my beer. I'm good. Yeah.
And it's
We gonna
crazy
put up 13 points
because
today.
it's crazy because last year when I didn't care if we won or lost against the Saints, we beat them bitches both times.
Right.
But the years before, I'm like, man, fuck that. Come on, let's bet. I lost. Just
Hey,
stop
well, I don't
caring for
bet.
shit.
Hey, I really went to North Carolina and we drove. Me and Fizz went to North Carolina and we drove past the Panthers. Phil.
Yeah, that bitch.
And I yelled out the window, "You stink!"
There's nobody there.
I just want to.
Why? Because like the air?
No, because they stink as a whole.
Oh, you mean like the Charlotte Hornets?
No, they was great.
Because Michael Jordan can't win without somebody helping him win.
They was right across the street, and they actually
He
won
tried
the
to sell
game.
the team.
But no, hold on, wait. We're gonna stop right there because those are accusations.
I'm just saying, there's a rumor being reported that he's trying to sell his stake.
So no, he's trying to sell his stake, but he's still gonna own part of the team. He's just selling some parts of it.
He's selling
Like, what
majority
parts?
stake.
What parts?
The
The
majority
fucking float?
stake. The majority part.
That nigga
Fucking selling the
tired.
seats?
He tired of sitting there on the sideline and shit. He got other shit to do. Shit, sell that motherfucker.
All right, but Dre, back to you. Aaron Rodgers gone. How that make you feel as a Packers fan?
Good.
Like Dookie.
I got sick and tired of hearing it.
Oh,
I'm happy for him.
No, he's
I'm
not.
really happy for a grown man making a decision on his life. That's
Gotcha.
you.
An old man.
Now that's the thing. It's a young man's sport.
Man, pull up the tape because he said love was garbage.
I never said that.
He never said
Yes,
that.
he
I
did.
said that.
Facts. Hey, y'all see what that last comment
You
said?
used to get 400 yards a game.
Look, what it said? Tell them you.
You used to be a running back, and you tell them you get 400 yards a game.
What? I was the number one nigga in the nation.
Oh, you was like that.
You said I was like that?
That's all. Oh, you still like that?
Man, I am that.
Oh, my bad, Himothy. I didn't know who I was sitting next to. My
Fucking
bad.
him dunking.
Right, my bad, bro.
Him and Neutron.
Hey, listen, yeah, he used to 8 yards a game on Madden.
Huh?
On Madden.
No, I know on Blitz, bitch. I know y'all boy remember Blitz.
I do
Yeah,
remember
NFL
Blitz.
Blitz, absolutely.
400 yards game on that bitch. You hear me? But in real life, I fucking suck.
Do you guys think that Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets will make them a contender?
He puts them in the conversation. I feel like there's a tier. Like it's Mahomes over there is Josh Allen, it's Burrow.
Wait.
And then it's a tier like, okay, the Jets, if they had a quarterback, they can be talked about because their defense is real.
Gotcha.
And their offense, they have young talent on offense.
They do.
And they just need a quarterback. Zach Wilson was tricking it off. They have to go to Mike White.
They tried to make Mike White a thing.
Yeah,
They doing with
They
Zach
tried.
Wilson.
He's just
What
gonna
they
be
doing
there.
with
He
him?
gonna sit-
He's just
sit
gonna be
back,
there.
sit back.
They need to trade him or
They
something.
gonna
Oh.
treat him like Jordan Love. Go sit
that's
back
crazy.
and learn from because Zach Wilson said that was his growing up. That was his favorite player.
Right.
So learn from him.
If you want to teach
All they
him.
need leadership.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that.
But what makes you think Aaron's going to want to teach him? He don't teach nobody nothing.
Well, shit, he on his way out now.
Like,
He told us what not to do.
I think that's cap.
What?
I think he definitely mentors the younger quarterbacks. Like I don't think. And when Jordan Love came in, he was prepared. So I feel like.
Hey,
Gotcha.
Hey,
I don't know how much of this makes them a contender. This probably still.
Hey.
This probably puts them at like the 5th or 6th best team in the AFC.
That second tier. Like it's a team that can make a run. Like
that don't make you a contender. I feel a contender is the Chiefs. A contender is the Bills. A contender is the Bengals.
You've done it years in a row.
They're not a contender. They're a good team. They're going to be an interesting team, but they're not a contender.
Yeah, they're in the conversation.
And I asked people on Instagram, did they think that this move makes them a contender? 100% said, heck no.
Because they don't know football, you stinkers.
You think this makes them a contender, B?
Fuck yeah.
Why?
For the simple fact.
Are they the best team in their division?
The Dolphins got better.
Dolphins. Patriots and who else?
Patriots is boo-boo.
Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
No,
all four of them going to the playoffs.
They're not the best.
But are they the best team in their they're not even the best team in their division.
They're number 2.
So how are they going to be the best team in their conference?
Not even at 3.
They're number 2.
I got them at 3.
Why y'all
Bills, Dolphins. No, Dolphins. Bills, Dolphins.
The Bill, if the Bills pull off the trade that I think they finna pull off, getting Henry, then they're going to be.
They need a running back bad. Derrick Henry. And they need a running back bad, real bad.
Why they doing shit like this?
Hey, because you know,
like 2K. Just trade anybody.
Because bro, the window is like, I wouldn't say tight on Henry.
Fuck that window.
But Henry keep getting hurt, and pivotal times they need that nigga. They say get him out of here.
Yeah, he gonna get some carries over there, but. So why do you think this makes them a contender though? Real quick.
For the simple fact, man, playoff experience, a quarterback holds weight. It's a lot of playoff experience on there. I don't believe in Tua, so that's why I don't have Miami very high on my list. I do believe in my boy in Buffalo, but he keeps choking at the wrong moment. So
you talking about choking? When's the last time Aaron Rodgers won a big playoff game?
I like Rodgers though. I like Rodgers because you know what he's gonna remind me of? Broadway Joe. Yes, sir.
You weren't even alive when that happened.
I'm alive today, and it's called U2 University, and I learned about it.
There's value to having somebody who's done it before.
Do you guys think the Jets should have been adhering to these quote unquote list of demands? Yes. Go get all my old dudes.
Yeah, not because it's not really feel comfortable. It's not really get all the old dudes. He's just basically saying get more.
Mercedes Lewis is old.
No, listen. Hold on. It's not saying. Wait. It's not saying getting all the old dudes.
Yeah. For what? He said 2 old dudes, and all of a sudden, go get the whole roster.
Listen, I wouldn't say get the old dudes, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to bring in more seasoned vets because that team is very young. So if you bring in certain vets to control certain attributes of the offense, is different. So you're bringing in, you already have a young tight end that's great, but you're bringing in an old head that can probably teach some old tricks. You got one of your, I wouldn't say one of your favorite targets, but you can bring in 2 of your favorite targets. That way the route tree is not that hard for them too. So if all else fails with Wilson and them, you got good checkdowns. Is everyone with me so far? So it makes sense, right?
So take us to school then.
It makes sense.
You played in football.
When I played football?
Yeah, because I know you played some.
Left tackle.
Left tackle?
Yeah.
I can hear it. It's like you took the board from the quarterback and you drew up the fucking play. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Hey T, shut that shit up. We trying to hear no Pat Nation.
She got family on the squad.
Give a fuck. Hey, he played the Eagles. He getting booed off the field.
Pat Nation, bitch.
All right. Next quick hit. Ja has been suspended. He took some time away. He checked himself into some place. Got suspended for 8 games. They said 6 of those were already time served because he stepped away from the game, and then they did the PR. They did the PR right. They did the PR stunt and did this.
You were holding a gun, and we both know how dangerous that can be. Whose gun were you holding?
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake. and I can see the image, you know, that I painted, you know, over myself, you know, with my recent mistakes. But, you know, in the future, I'm going to show everybody who Ja really is, you know, what I'm about, and, you know, change this narrative that, you know, everybody got painted over me.
He had to clean up his image.
Yeah,
I did
man.
not see this shit.
Yeah, they put this out a couple of days ago.
So he
What'd you guys think of I don't feel like this is all PR, man. We already know what this is.
This
Like,
the NBA putting their players through hoops to get back onto the court.
Wait.
We've seen it once, we've seen it a million times.
Because to me, it's like he was just doing too fucking good and so good. The NBA had to find something that was gonna bring him back down. Like at the end of the day, you still a nigga.
now was this the NBA or was this him and his actions?
No, like
Because nobody made you know.
Listen, look,
You've been on Instagram
right,
Live. How
you're
many
right.
how many buttons you got to click to make sure that you're
you're
going
right.
on
But
live?
you know, at the end of the day, when you is amongst like your friends and your family, people that you're comfortable around, and y'all listen to music that's getting y'all hype. Like he was on that Young Boy, and we all know what Young Boy can influence you to do. So
yes, we do.
So he just in one of the modes where he's comfortable around his peers, and he probably always do that. He probably always did that, but he wasn't as big as what he is now. He probably just got comfortable and forgot. Like, to be honest, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I gotta get on live. I gotta click this button, click that, and then grab a gun and do this. I ain't gonna think about all them stuff. I'm gonna just fucking do it.
Right.
So he wasn't thinking about all that shit. He just grabbed a gun and he was being a civilized nigga.
That's civilized.
Yeah. Because if he was being a nigga, he probably would have shot the fucking camera.
Bust one in the air.
Yes, he was a civilized nigga. He was just
and
now they had to shake him back and let him know, look, you gotta apologize for that fuck shit you had put off in the kitchen earlier.
I think the NBA just wanted to like all of they deals that they got going. Like, hey, our star player, that wasn't his gun. Like,
I feel bad. I feel
like,
bad for Chopper.
that was definitely like the op question.
Yeah.
Whose gun was it?
Hey, but
like I'm gonna tell you.
That was but he knew that question was coming. So all he had to do was say the gun wasn't mine, and then he moved on. That's it.
You know what's crazy though? I feel bad for NL Chopper because
NLE Chopper?
Same nigga.
I'm just trying to verify.
Same nigga. But,
why you feel bad for him?
Because, bro, he missing a bag, nigga. Like, because they pulled the Powerade commercial, his song that was featured on it, they're not gonna play it, so he's not gonna get paid from Powerade.
Okay, so his decision is
big
affecting
ass
other
bag.
people. Got you.
That was a big bag, nigga. Like,
what he did?
They gonna redo it with somebody
He got
else.
the gun on Instagram Live. That's what he did.
He a fucking rapper.
No.
No, we're talking about Ja Morant.
Ja
His
had
song was on the commercial.
right. Ja had
Ja
a deal with Powerade, and they were going to use NLE Chopper's song for the commercial and the deal. Because they pulled the deal from Ja, that means they no longer need the commercial. They no longer need the song. So because we was gonna use your song, and we don't need it no more, we're gonna take that money back that we promised you.
If I was NLE Chopper,
did they take the money back? Because I don't think. Yeah,
I don't know.
Hey, you snatched
that's what Beef. That's what I'm understanding from Beef.
You ain't gonna. Hey,
Bruh.
money already gone. I ain't got it no more. Now what?
if I was NLE Chopper, I would have called y'all and look, bro, just telling me with my gun. Like, fuck it, just do it. Let's go ahead and go with this.
Sierra
deal.
said he sounded like an apology when you get caught cheating. Yeah, like he didn't really. I don't even feel like he really memorized the script that he was supposed to be reading off of.
Yeah,
like
he went off his
he kept
head,
saying, "Yeah, this is not the real Ja.
I wish
I want to show y'all who the real Ja is." Like, and Dre, you and I have worked with people with mental health issues and things like that. It doesn't go away in 2 weeks
it don't
or 10
fuck
days.
no.
No, it doesn't.
That
So
shit
for
go
you
on
to
over time.
for you to check yourself in for 10 days and be like, all right, I'm good now, right before the playoffs.
Well,
Come on, man. We see what
I
this
believe
is.
that he'll be receiving ongoing counseling. They'll have somebody with him at all times now. Like he finna get
All right.
babysat.
Also,
like
wait. Also, too, let me give you something else, though. You know what I'm saying? Accusations, but no, this is the truth, though.
I keep thinking
Because Ja Morant fucked up. They said the Memphis Grizzlies, when they travel to like Miami, LA, and shit like that, they're going to leave immediately that night.
right after the game.
They're right after the game. They can't stay and party in the city no more. They got to go back to Memphis. Ja, you fucked it up for everybody. I know it's players on that team like, yo, when I go to Miami, this is my cheating weekend for my wife. And you fucked it up. I would have to beat your ass on the plane every time we go to Miami.
You think like that.
Tell them to meet you in the next city.
Come on, man.
That part.
Like, now you run the risk of me bringing the hoes to Memphis and getting caught.
No, you don't bring them home, man. Just send them home.
What you want me? We leaving every city immediately.
Tell them
So look,
The only city they're not leaving fast enough
flights get
is
booked
New Orleans.
Flights get booked everywhere.
They're not. Come on, the city they're not. I tell you right now, the city they're not gonna leave fast. OKC, Utah, Cleveland. What the fuck? You can't.
But he's saying, okay,
Right.
you got a 5-game road trip. You're going to LA, Phoenix, Sacramento. All right, you get to LA. You leaving in LA. Your next game is in Phoenix. You're gonna fly the girl to Phoenix to meet you there.
Or have
Nah.
her skip
That's what he said.
Or have her
Nah.
skip a step instead of going to Phoenix. You
now look at me, John.
on the
That's
third
what he
game
said.
of the trip.
Is this thing on me, John? You see
Is this
me?
thing on me?
You costing me money, right? I didn't have to pay the flyer out. Now I got to pay expenses that I wasn't trying to pay for. All I had to pay for was the
you was
plan
gonna
B.
pay anyway.
No, it's a write-off.
For sure. I'll pay the
You was gonna pay anyway.
It's a write-off anyway.
Right, you got it. Don't worry about it.
It's a write-off.
Tax season.
Ooh, boy, that pussy a right on.
I hear it.
Baby, that should never from me here.
All right.
That's for,
Let's go. That's out of there.
that's for Donald Trump and them.
All right, that's all we got for quick
I gotta
hits.
put that in my notes.
We moving on to what you watching.
Hey, bro said this is skit.
Yeah, it's out of there. For sure.
I just hope that I can be in it.
He said,
That pussy.
we'll be there.
Have you guys seen the new show Swarm? Beav, you put me on.
Yeah, he put us all on.
What is
Put
that?
y'all all on, nigga.
Prime.
What is that?
Hey.
It's a show on Amazon Prime. New show, written by
Multiple writers.
Donald Glover and Janine Neighbors.
Hey, let's help you out, nigga. It's Childish Gambino. Fuck all that bullshit. Nigga saying
Donald
neighbors and all this bullshit. It's Childish Gambino.
Yeah, you gotta name a nigga, we know.
Even though Donald Glover and Childish Gambino are the same person.
Yeah,
but
because it
people
sound
know.
like this boy
But
named
yeah,
two
so
Republicans.
This show is about a crazed stan, a fan of a huge pop star
bro,
who is likened to be Beyonce
bro, fuck,
and
nah,
goes on a
fuck,
killing spree.
fuck all that. Hey, look at me. Nigga, the show is about y'all crazy, sick ass Beehive fans, right? And how this cult of Beehivers act. But nah, really and truly though, the show is based on, of course, Beyonce. They call her Najee. The Beehive individuals, when the bees start going, that's how they know it's the Beehive. But the clips of the actual murders are actual murders that took place. So they kind of meshed it all together.
Right. They took some of the
Yeah.
rumors that was going
Yeah.
on, some of the murders and things like that, and kind of merged the two purposely. It was all intentional. They did this on purpose.
Based off a true story.
Some of it. But it's
they say it is.
intentional.
It's intentional for sure.
God damn.
I thought it's a new genre that I didn't truly understand existed. You guys heard of female rage, not the Swarm, just Swarm. It's called female rage, where a woman, yes, that one, where a woman goes on,
Hey, I give you.
she feels scorned,
I give you.
or
I
she's
give
trying
you
to
an
get
alley-oop.
revenge, and she ends up hurting people. Like, and I feel like this is really interesting take.
I give you a clip. I'm gonna put the camera on you. You like cheeks?
What?
You like cheeks?
Like booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks.
I like booty cheeks. I like these cheeks. I
So
like cheeks.
so Chloe, you know Chloe and Haley, the two
Hallie.
Mhm.
Hallie.
Mm.
Yeah, Chloe getting her cheeks clapped
Oh,
Season
by
one.
Franklin.
I
Episode
heard of
one.
that.
Hey, you got talking niggas with different shows.
Wait.
That's the show.
You ain't see it?
Getting
By
clapped
who though? Because it said she had
Franklin.
a scene with
Franklin Saint.
who the fuck is Franklin Saint?
from
No.
Snowfall.
What's his
From
red?
the
Oh,
Damson
the nigga,
yeah,
the
Damson
Idris nigga.
Yeah.
Damson
Man,
Idris.
he's a lucky son of what?
Damn close.
Yeah. So
Cause I seen her interview, she was like this, like he made her comfortable. I'm like, bitch, go to New Orleans. Every nigga down there gonna make you comfortable. But you in that one scene, yeah, you heard me? Cause I can really bring you to go get some crawfish. To go get the little daiquiri. I know you know what a daiquiri is, baby. Once you hear what that baby shit right there, boy, look.
yeah, that show. Shout out to T in the chat. That show wild. Yeah.
What episode is that? Like, what's the episode?
One.
in
That's
that?
episode one. It's like
5 minutes in.
That
So
show.
go,
So just skip to 4:58.
yeah.
You don't even got to do that. Just let the shit ride.
Yeah. What
Turn
was
it
your
on. Go get you your drink. come back.
Drink. I'm gonna get lotion.
What was y'all favorite episode? Y'all finished it, right? It's only 7 episodes, 25 minutes per.
Yeah, I finished it.
What was you guys' favorite episode? Did you have one?
I didn't have a favorite episode, but I did tell y'all last.
Which one? You never said which one. Is it the one?
It was episode 7
when the face.
Yeah,
spoiler alert.
When they spoiler alert for
hold on.
Allegedly.
No, this happened for real.
when the main character Drake climbs on stage and she gets that gets up close and in front of Nyjah, and she sees her sister's face.
Got you.
Or her foster sister's face, and not like that shit just creeped me out. I was like, yo,
the fucked up episode for me was
crazy.
It was 2 episodes, but it took me back to everything Child Games Be Don't Do. Was the cult one when she wanted to get to the concert and the white girl had her in a coat. That always happens.
That was interesting.
That always happens. And then my boy David Ruffin. Niggas didn't know that was David Ruffin.
Yeah.
And he basically told her nobody came to see you, Dre.
Come and see you.
Yeah, he kicked her out the funeral.
Hey, kicked out the funeral.
Bye, Felicia.
And told her straight up, this is the state of Texas. They don't give a fuck about gun law. I'm finna blast.
And proceeded to shoot holes in his house and missed.
And missed. But yeah, that was
my favorite episode. Was episode 6, the true crime episode. I thought that was really dope. How and they named it "Falling Through the Cracks." Like nobody would ever suspect a black woman to be a serial killer. Like
they didn't give a fuck,
right? Huh?
These hoes crazy. My bad.
But yeah, but we know that. But a lot of who are the detectives?
People,
right? The detectives are usually old white men. They would never suspect a black woman to be a serial killer, and they wouldn't know what clues to be looking for. They don't know who Beyonce is to even be looking for those clues on social media.
No. The main clue that threw me for a loop when she went to the house on the true crime one, she said, "Yeah, the lady was old. I didn't expect for her to eat hot Cheetos and sour cream."
Right. Like
but that's not even a black thing. That narrows the whole murder suspect down to a young individual.
Right.
Cause like who the fuck's is eating that
you
bullshit?
Under 25. Like,
literally.
I eat that still low key.
They eat
another thing that like it was funny, but it was fucked up when she I don't know if you seen it, but
I finished it.
Oh, you finished
this morning. Yeah.
When she set the girl on fire and then realized she had burned the tickets. She was like,
oh, okay. So I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Okay.
The girl folded the tickets and put
right. It was in her pocket.
Yeah, I felt the body on fire.
I felt bad for that girl though, because that girl really that girl really tried with her.
She really cared about her.
She really cared about it. But then she called her. But the sad part is though, when it was high, she brought up Najee and never told her like
she turned up on her though.
Like she basically belittled her.
You called her dumb and stupid and do you even listen to me?
And they ain't got no phone.
Y'all niggas sound like y'all talking about the Young and the Restless.
Yeah, it's a really good show, man. It shows great perspective.
You got some people that love Young and the Restless. Shout out to all the aunties and mamas out there still watching. Victor's still kicking.
And to wrap this up, I mean, this show truly shows, if you don't think highly of yourself, it's easy to get wrapped up in other people and these celebrities. And people put these celebrities on high pedestals and feel like they can do no wrong. And I mean, even in Damson in episode 1 was trying, and throughout the entire show, people was trying to tell her like, no, you're special too. Like you're something worth talking about. You're something worth living for. And yet she couldn't see herself that way. She truly felt like
the best one.
Nyjah was it, and that was it. Like there's nobody else on her level.
But to time it in though, we're added to that though. What time? I said timing in. Timing in. It's a new word. I like that word. Timing in.
I hate it.
I don't give a fuck. But Chloe, when she told her like we have to protect Najee at all costs, they kept playing that clip for a reason because she was already wrapped in. And it also shows the system too, because when going back to episode 6 with the true crime one, she was like, these are all my kids, like all these kids that come through the
I love them all the same.
But she said they all come with special needs.
That's real though. I work with those kids. It's true. They all have they need attention and care and love. All of them. Period.
Like on steroids.
And they said they locked her in the basement, bro.
On steroids.
Yeah.
In the attic.
It's crazy.
Same thing.
During the
you call the attic, I call the basement. Same thing.
It's not.
One's going up, one going down.
All right, man. So moving on. It's time for rule breakers, bro.
It is.
It is time.
All right, man. Pull up Kanye.
Damn, what he did now?
But what you
Here we go.
All right, first rule breaker. Sean Kemp was shooting at people in the parking lot wearing bright red.
He was. Let's say this right.
Oh, he was retrieving his items.
He was retrieving his items and protecting himself at the same time.
What was he shooting for?
Apparently, somebody stole
stole
stuff.
his shit.
Right, stole his phone or something. And he
We all
tracked
talking
it
about
down.
the same Sean Kemp, right?
Yeah.
From the NBA. Yeah.
Slammer jammer, yeah.
You mean shooter jammer?
Wow.
Yeah. Rain Man was
Rain
letting
Man,
that
yeah.
chopper rain.
Let that chopper sing.
And
Left
see,
in the rain.
he old. They ain't gonna talk about him more than they talking about Ja. Ja just weighed that bitch. He's shooting that motherfucker.
Right. But he also felt like he did no wrong. Like,
Hey,
you shooting? He not ducking. They said that it was a shootout. I only saw him shooting. I ain't see nobody. I ain't see him trying to move out the way. He got in his car, drove around, went to go find the police and talk to them. They said he's not going to be charged, so I guess that's a good thing.
Hey,
But it's just interesting to see,
location.
bruh,
He's loved out there in Seattle. Like, location.
in Washington State.
Hey, if Ja did that in Memphis, this ain't getting out.
It ain't getting
Facts.
no.
It's not.
You do it where you loved, you're okay.
Yeah, so that was an
Shout out to
interesting
him.
story that happened a couple weeks ago. Prayers for everybody involved.
Hey, sign a
And
deal with NLE Chopper.
Stop
Walk 'em
stealing
down,
stuff.
Walk them down. Walk them down.
Stop stealing from
There you
people.
go. Walk them down.
Next rule breaker. Klay Thompson out here counting rings on the bench while his team is losing.
You don't start no more?
This is what it looked like.
For the Warriors, but because of that physical defense, it wears you down. It gets into your legs. But what it also
All he's saying is that I got 4 of them bitches.
Yeah,
Fuck
they were
this game.
losing to the Memphis Grizzlies for the second time in like a week or something.
Turn up when they see Golden State. They get horny.
Bro, it's the
Who
same.
get on it? Niggas?
Dylan Brooks, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
They get excited when they play them, but it's the same thing like when the Clippers play the Lakers. Like
You go get
they play their best.
championship game every time. Every
Facts.
time.
B, why did you care about this? Did you like this?
Nah, I hate that shit. Like,
Why?
because it waters it down. Like, you counting your rings is not solving the fact that you getting your ass beat. That's the same type of shit I be telling people when we argue about, you know what I'm saying, in the current state, your team is ass. Like, well, we got 16 championships. But in the current state, them 16 is not stopping this 20-point lead, nigga.
All right, but what about this? In this current state, the Warriors are still the champs. So does that change anything
They beat them
at all?
last year, like
In the
it was-
current-
Like, and the last time you saw us in the playoff series, we took you out.
And that last year, in this current state, nigga, y'all can't win on the road to save y'all fucking life.
Right, but we're still the current champs.
Current these nuts.
I got something to
last
say.
Go ahead.
Not to that shit he just said. He tripping about nuts and shit. So he did that 1, 2, 3, 4, like with the rings that they won, right?
Nah, them niggas lost.
No,
And-
that's the rings
No,
that they
yeah,
won.
they
Like,
won- they won 4
rings.
rings.
He won
right.
4 years.
So basically, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
If Memphis and the Warriors both make the playoffs this year, we're gonna forget about that fucking game if the Warriors win. But if the Warriors
Mhm.
don't, they gonna go back to that 1, 2, 3, 4. Bitch, what happened to them?
Oh,
bitches?
yeah.
What happened to them?
How many times y'all beat them in the game?
Right.
That quick.
For sure. But then again, if they don't go on to win the championship, which I don't think they are going to do, it's all for naught anyway. Like
Yeah, this is a
at the end of the
bunch
day, right? And in today's culture, it's all about rings, right? Unfortunately.
But I do like the
Not
like,
really.
I like the end of the season how it's shaping up.
'Cause-
It's like March Madness for real, like in
Right.
the NBA, because everybody close.
If you talk to
Everybody
Dame,
jockeying for
if you talk to
position.
Dame Lillard though, Dame
Sure.
Lillard, he'll
Facts.
say something different.
They-
But
they gonna
why
get
is it
right.
about rings more nowadays? You think?
It wasn't about rings until they start pointing out LeBron didn't have none.
Not necessarily. It always been about rings. It just got heightened within LeBron James era because
Right.
they had a picture of Bill Russell taking a picture of all his rings like this.
Yeah.
So it's always been about ring culture because back.
But it
when-
wasn't the most important thing. Like
It
nowadays,
wasn't.
they
Wow.
make it seem like if a star player does not win a championship, his career was for naught, and that
I
shouldn't
can
be
tell
it.
y'all how y'all wrong.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
right, but y'all wrong too.
Go ahead.
Because with the ring situation, hold up, this is crazy. These hoes don't care about rings.
Which hoes?
Women.
Oh.
They don't care about rings.
You're right. They don't.
Not look. At first, it was a point in time when your grandma would raise the young lady up. To, oh yeah, make sure you get married. That's when it was in competition with athletes of getting rings and shit. Nah. Like them hoes seen Kobe said 5 and he got one more than Shaq. Them hoes say, bitch, I'm gonna go suck some dick somewhere. Fuck that ring. I'm gonna care. They want Chanel bag so they can get they gonna get bag for the Chanel bag.
You're correct. Women do not care about how many rings you've won. But this is in terms of legacy.
Men care about how many rings you got when it comes to Sports Illustrated.
I feel like that's like if your team ain't win championship, it's part of the organization's fault. Like, because look at what they're doing today. They're not out here recruiting, like going to go get motherfuckers that's free agents. We see free agents every year. We see people get traded for it. It's up to the organization. But if my career, if I'm balling, shit, nigga, I was balling. I don't give a fuck what
they ain't win a ring. I was balling.
Win a ring. I was 10-time All-Star, like 5-time first team All NBA.
Right.
Like, I don't care about like the ring is like the icing on the cake if you get there.
Facts. All right, man. Next rule breaker. I don't have the picture. I thought I did. Sierra wore a dress that a lot of people put a lot of people in a frenzy.
Scantily clad.
Right. A lot of people was upset because it was kind of see-through. She had like a thong showing. Huh?
Kind of.
Yeah, a lot of men was upset. A lot of people were upset. What y'all think about it?
I am 100% for her wearing that dress. Do you? Yeah.
Huh?
You
Sierra. I'll show you the dress. This is what she had on.
Why are they talking about this?
Keep talking, Dre.
Yeah, so I'm 100% for her to wear that dress. That's her. That's her style. And if her husband supports it, what do I have to say about it?
Right. And I feel like that was what was getting lost. A lot of it was,
married mother.
They was like, she's married, she's a mom, blah, blah, blah. Like, her husband was right there. She was standing right next to her taking pictures.
I got y'all right now. This is what the dress
I'm looking like 3 kids wear.
Right.
This is the dress, y'all.
Fuck that dress. It's hot.
The other thing about it was that the theme for the Vanity Fair party after the Oscars was it was barely nude or barely there, something like that. So that was on theme with the party on hand. I don't have an issue with women wearing whatever they want.
I feel like hey, pause.
It shouldn't be a big deal.
Pause. And this is just like Cameron and them was saying during their show. And I don't want to be judged. I feel like Russell had no drawers on.
What?
I didn't even look at his pants.
You was like, was your eyes like in that area?
No, because
say that on camera, bro.
No, because
put the camera on you and say it again. Dog.
I need to see your face.
So the reason why I'm saying this, right? You said the theme was what?
Barely there.
For sure, he had no drawers on, bro. It's barely there, right? No drawers, no socks.
Come on, man.
Don't put that camera on.
Pause.
That's wild. Shout out to Rainey in the chat. She said she showed up and showed out for the theme with her husband. Exactly, man. A lot of people was like, but Pastor Wilson, ain't no way he was happy about that. You gonna speak for this man?
Yeah. Like he probably put another baby in her that night.
Come on, man.
You know what's crazy? If it was a regular dude on the street with a regular woman and they dress just like that, and the dude see her, they're gonna be like, man, I'm trying to fuck her now. But now they all judging her because she's Sierra.
Yeah,
she's still a
that's selective outrage.
Yeah, she's a piece of me.
I asked,
you like the song behind the weekend?
I asked on Instagram, should a woman be allowed to wear this? And I used the word allowed on purpose because that's the conversation I saw.
That's a trigger word.
Yeah, 86% said absolutely she should, and 14% said hell no.
I'm gonna just say, if you could buy it, try it.
The two that said hell no were actually women as well. So keep that in mind.
Women hate women, dog. We are never gonna we're not gonna get away from that conversation. Women.
Yeah. I asked them why. Somebody said if that lady and her husband agree, she can do what she wants. Stop putting moms and married women in a box. She can wear what she wants. She looks good, and he loves her. Sierra got that shit on. She's a grown ass woman. Folks need to mind their business. That's kind of where I fall. And somebody said, not my wife. She ain't your wife. So yeah, man.
And it ain't about. It's about where you do it. Like Lizzo did the same shit at the Laker game. Niggas was hot.
Right.
Why?
Yeah, you can't do that at the Lakers game.
Yeah, you can't do that at the Lakers game, but if it's the theme for the night,
Shout out to y'all in the chat.
Have a ball.
Tierra said, I thought she was falling AF, body on 10. Rainey said, and that's her workplace. If you a bitch that work at Target, you better show up in that red shirt and them tan pants.
Them tight ass tan pants.
She said, I'm a married mother of 4 and I'm all for it. Shout out to Rainey. Shout out to the mothers. Shout out to Women's History Month. We tried to get some women in sports here. Y'all, they too busy. They doing the damn thing, bro.
Fuck all that. We reached out and they, certain situations, they talking about, if you don't get your ass on this show.
They couldn't do it, man. They out here.
Get your ass on this show.
They out here making history.
I'm not going to ask about your job. I want to know about what got you into sports. Give a fuck about where you work out.
All right, man. Next rule breaker. This LA food report. So I got a chance to look at it. Beav, you brought it up last week, and I had to go
for Beav off the wall segment. Y'all niggas thought it was lying.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Where is? Yeah, I came across it. A lot of false information, bro.
What is that?
It's the LA food, the food report card, right? They got a lot of wrong grades on there, man. Yeah, like,
and let's be real honest, right? These niggas have Champ City on there. That's a fucking lounge.
It's a hookah lounge, right?
It's a fucking hookah lounge. It's not even a restaurant. The fuck? You're grading bar food. Nigga, bar food's only good when I'm drunk. You don't see me walking around with a fucking pen and paper grading fucking Magic City because I don't have to because the shit is so good. Fuck.
And they gave him an F.
Bro,
look at that.
They gave Taco Mel all flavor, no grease, and Fixins a C minuses.
Huh?
Correct. Right. I've heard nothing but glowing reviews about all 3 of them.
Fixins a C minus.
Right.
And who was the other one?
Taco Mel and all flavor, no grease. They both got C minus.
I've never been an all flavor, no grease.
I've had it. It's delicious.
Yeah. Smashed it.
Me coming from down south and being from New Orleans, our taste buds way different.
Correct.
Who is that? Fixins.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest southern taste that I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna always grade that like a B. Ain't no C.
Got you.
Now some other shit out here shouldn't even be brought about. Like, why you even got a business?
Have you been to Roscoe's yet since you've been out here?
That shit,
where would you rent that? Where would you rank that?
Like a high D.
Damn,
because it's just chicken and waffles.
But I enjoy Roscoe's. But I think it's a B.
They don't have no fries.
They got the greens.
They didn't have fries. They get a fucking F.
They're called chicken and waffles.
Fries,
nigga. Like,
but they're trying to make that country type feeling, like with the greens and with the beans and all that. Like it don't taste how it's supposed to taste.
Gotcha.
Well, I ain't gonna say supposed to.
I enjoy it, and I go to you can go to anyone and it's gonna taste good to me. I ain't had no issues. Now you got Doolins on here, and they gave them a D minus, and I'm kind of right on par with that. I kind of would give that a little lower grade. Fucking cafeteria food up in that bitch. Niggas be like, you got to go to this one. Why? Why can't I go to anyone? You go to McDonald's, any McDonald's and shit gonna taste the same.
That's not true.
You go to Popeyes, it's gonna taste the same. You go to Louisiana, it's gonna taste the same.
Hell no, pause. Hey, get off the camera.
I've been to all of those restaurants.
They're not the same. They're not the same. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. Eastside tastes better than Normandy. Normally, Inglewood got because even on the menu they got shit different. Nigga, the one in El Segundo with Tito's is different from the one in Inglewood, because the one in Inglewood got chicken nuggets. Nigga, everyone is different.
Who's getting chicken nuggets from Louisiana?
If you go to Inglewood, that shit is phenomenal.
Why are you getting chicken nuggets at Louisiana?
Because it's phenomenal.
Grow up.
Grow up. I want to deal with the barbecue sauce.
Can we let New Orleans talk about Louisiana?
So Louisiana chicken, right?
Correct.
That's the name of the place.
Sorry. Yes.
I had it before. And every time I ate at it, it was like at different ones. And all of them taste different.
Thank you.
But I'm going to be honest. We don't got not one Louisiana chicken in Louisiana. that spot, we don't got none of them stores out there.
No, it's predominantly what.
That's hilarious.
I know
Popeyes. Not really how it tastes.
Hey. God,
you name Louisiana, don't
tell him this though, and then he don't think I'm lying. even when you in New Orleans, dog, each Popeyes tastes different. Yes. I'm not even.
Okay, but I'm just talking about
I'm not
me.
even capping, bro. When I hey, look,
That's you.
no, cause hey, look.
It all tastes the same to me.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on game, right? When I flew into Louisiana, right? First, you know what I'm saying? I went to Baton Rouge because I was supposed to go to Southern University, right?
It's way different than New Orleans.
Hey, wait. I had the one in Baton Rouge, and then we drove down to New Orleans. You know, the one off of, I forgot what street that is, but it's across the street. It should be open all night long. The
Canal?
Yeah, bingo.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That motherfucker tastes different. Crispier. Fries
they don't
taste
have a
different.
choice.
The biscuits taste the biscuits taste different. You know what I mean? And then you go to another one, like I was driving on the way to New Orleans, it was like fucking in the middle of nowhere. And that motherfucker, it was good, but it wasn't great. You get what I'm saying?
But look, you gotta think about it though. One in Baton Rouge and the one that was in the middle of nowhere, you said, that's like too close to the country.
Yeah.
Don't too many people be out there, so they don't really
take forth effort.
Yeah, and plus they
don't have a standard to keep.
Yeah, and they fucking leave the food out for a long time because they don't want to keep dropping. Versus in New Orleans on Canal Street, that's a busy area.
They drop it like it's hot. They drop it like it's hot.
They had a fucking choice. But see, out here at y'all Popeyes, a number 2. I got a number 2. That bitch $14. I go home, that bitch $8.99.
Cost of living, man.
Hey, dog.
Cost of living.
Hey, tell him.
You in the other LA now.
Hey, in New Orleans, I kid you not, and this shit made me mad. In New Orleans, they used to have this shit. It would be a chicken strip wrapped in fucking red beans and rice with the tortillas.
What did the fucking chicken wrap? Look, it's the red beans with the chicken strip with the sauce on that bitch.
Come on,
son. And guess what? Them bitches were they were like $2.17 before tax, after tax like $2.8 or $2.9. The nigga like, give me 10 of them bitches. I need that black and ranch. I need that. And it's crazy because out here, when I get chicken tenders or chicken, they be like spicy or mild. I like, give me spicy. This shit tastes mild. Like, versus in New Orleans,
spicy is spicy.
Spice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is spicy.
You can smell it before they bring it to you.
Yeah, like spicy. You eat it.
Open up all your sinuses.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still sad they took that shit out the menu.
Yeah, it'd be like that, man.
I need to fight whoever over that shit.
They took the Mighty Wings off too. All right, let's clean
it. Free me.
We gotta wrap it up.
Hey, that's all.
We gotta go to Popeyes and get a chicken wrap.
My bad, bro. My bad. All right, man. Let's get up out of here.
Come on, stay now. Fuck that.
You said took the Mighty Wings. I almost lost.
My bad. We appreciate y'all for tuning into the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to our sponsors, Papa John's, store number 4904. Be sure to use the online code PJ Rules for 30% discount code. Also, shout out to those people at ABC Financial Group. Shout out to them. They get your taxes right. Why is that, Dre?
Because you don't want the IRS on your ASS.
Absolutely, man. Be sure. Oh, what? First, we want to thank our guest, Kyron, for being in here, man. Tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Appreciate you for having me. You can follow me on. Well, you can find me on Instagram because it's your choice to follow me or not. Hey, Kyron Sense 9, KYRANSENSE, or the number 9 behind it. And it's Kyron Sense because I don't have common sense. I got Kyron Sense. Everybody don't think like me. Think like you, bitch.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Someone with your common sense. I'm like, oh, that don't make sense. It make my sense, bitch. I'm gonna keep being stupid.
Absolutely, man. Be sure to follow the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at WDMTR Pod. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Felix_Reyes Jr. Mr. BB. That's me, Dre. Where can they find you?
Made it look easy _. Made it look easy _fit. Fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with y'all back. We're not just training bodies, we training minds.
Absolutely. And Beeve, where can they find you, bro?
Leave it to Beeve 31.
Why?
Because I am not shooter.
Absolutely, man. We want.
Right. Don't forget about the comments.
But he don't miss.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Make sure y'all follow these 2 dudes y'all got a crush on. Yellow shirt and dude that gonna make it hurt.
Hey, he got hurt on his shirt.
Oh, Philly is in the building.
Oh,
hey man, we love y'all. And remember, If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, and if grandma had a dick, she'd be grandpa. It's the We Don't Make the Rules podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
My grandma kick your ass. Yeah, that's
Drop the pins from the hood to the man.
my grandma was
Lights, camera, action. Diamonds in the enterprise, beast dance.
Lights,
Lights, camera, action. Since 2019, been established.
It's the clip.
Lights, camera, action. Hot shot.
Some of you niggas looking too happy to be here. Grinning from cheek to cheek.